welcome back to Hillbilly Adventures. Today we're going to finish up on the scx10 6x6. While I will most likely do a little bit more detail on the interior and maybe do a few decals on the doors and things of that nature just before we leave for Axial Fest. Functional wise, I wanted to show you a video of where we're at with it. And anyway, let's take the body off. I did some work on it late last night after work. Ooh, it does not want to come off. There we go. I'm using some really strong magnets to hold this thing on to the metal parts. And so anyway, what I did is I added a new motor, which was the Holmes Hobbies 540/55 turn, and we added a 1080 Hobby Wing ESC. I put the cheapo Chinesium winch control back on it. It works. I think that'll be just fine. We have Proline crawlers all the way around. We have cantilever suspension in the rear end. And that's pretty good. And we got standard suspension in the front. Servo's mounted on the front axle. I'm using a 20 kg cheapo Chinesium servo on there. It's been a good one, so I figure why replace it if it works, and I have a backup in case it fails. We went with the Axial scx10 wild bore drive shafts all the way around. Custom made one for the rear axle. The axle here in the middle is actually two axles. You basically take two halves and put them together, and there you go. You know, pretty simple. I'm going to give this thing a rip, and you know, we'll come back and see what you think. Anyway, let's go see what it is. Smart dog. Oh no! No! when we're running it, we might want to leave the wood load out of it. I think that's a little too heavy. There we go. Cleo, no. But it tastes so good, Dad. RC for lunch. Well, you guys saw it. It crawls. Went over my little rock pile out there that I made for the scx10 or scx24, which I haven't tried the 24 out on that yet. I got a bunch of rocks around the yard. I'm gonna make it a lot bigger, but that's just for starters. But for testing purposes, fits the bill. I think the thing did pretty decent. I may have to do a little bit more tweaking on it in a couple places that I noticed where it had a few weaknesses. But all in all, I can't complain. It seemed to do okay. What did you think? You think I did okay? Leave me some notes down in the comments if you have any other suggestions before I take this thing to Axial Fest. I think I've pretty well made it bomb-proof at this point. I've got really good gear in it, other than the cheap servo winch control and servo, which those things I don't think they're going to fail. I've had them for years and they've worked, so I trust them at this point. If they were going to fail, it already failed. And at Axial Fest, I doubt the the winch ever gets used. I mean, nobody really uses a winch there. It's just there for looks. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. And if you've got you a 6x6 build and a YouTube channel, I'd like to see what you've got going on. Till next time, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, and check us out on Facebook at Dudes That RC. And we'll catch you next time. Later.